Texas ranks high on the list of states where what is known as treasure today can be found. These stories are leads, some of which are well known, others that are not, have been taken from numerous sources. Many of them are based in legend, dating back to the Spanish conquest, while others are of more recent origin. Although several sachets have already been found in Texas, there are dozens of known sites that could be possible to search. Pancho Villa's fabulous loot is reported hidden or buried in several locations in Mexico. Less known is the story of his treasure hidden or buried on Franklin Mountain, the large mountain that towers over El Paso from the north. There are no estimates of the wealth the bandit is said to have left on Franklin Mountain. Villa is known to have taken a large sum out of Mexico prior to taking up his residency in El Paso. What he did with the money is a mystery that has never been solved. Most likely, he did not put any of it in American banks because he did not trust them. It is believed that he did not take any of the wealth with him when he returned to Mexico. What then did he do with it? One explanation is that he packed his Dodge touring car with a load of trunks filled with valuables and hid his loot in a well-protected cave which he had found on Franklin Mountain. Another version of this story is that the wealth was buried, not by Villa, but by a trusted lieutenant. When this man died suddenly shortly afterwards, the only clue to the spot where he had deposited the treasure was a rock carved with the word Oro. A successful rancher named John Hightower and his wife lived in the town of Cossie, Texas during the late 1800s. Their ranch was located south of town. It was a known fact that Hightower was making money through livestock sales. He kept a safe in his home with money for operating expenses, but he is believed to have sashayed the greater part of his earnings somewhere near his house. This house was still standing in the late 1950s. John made periodic trips to a large ravine near where he lived, usually after dark. After having been seen several times going or coming from the ravine, John's neighbors began to suspect that he was burying part of his money somewhere in the area. At this time, anyone that had money kept it at home or buried it. John Hightower died about 1920. His wife died a year later. For years, it was local talk in the neighborhood that Hightower had hidden his money near his home. It is a known fact that he was well-to-do for the time and did not keep any money in the bank. This is a good location to check out, since as far as known, no searching has been done. In the late 1890s, a stranger appeared at a farm near Eppley Springs, about 4 miles northeast of Goldthwaite in Mills County, Texas. It was learned by the settlers in the area that he was searching for an iron spike driven into a pecan tree. According to the stranger, this was the key to a cave where a vast portion in gold and silver from the Spanish mines of New Mexico and Colorado was stored during the 1700s. 4 maps of the burial site had been made, and 3 of these placed in copper boxes had been buried in separate locations within a few miles of each other. The 4th map had been kept by a padre. This showed the burial place of the other 3 maps, all of which were necessary to locate the treasure. The stranger claimed to have in his possession the 4th map, but refused to reveal where he had secured it, nor would he permit anyone to see it. After a prolonged search, during which nothing was found, the stranger left and was never heard of again. When the story of the stranger was learned by Dr. James Kirkpatrick, a local physician, he went to see a man near Eppley Springs who had found such a spike while cutting firewood. Locating the tree stump, the doctor located one of the copper boxes about 2 miles west of Eppley Springs. It contained the name Padre Lopez, the date 1762, and some jewels. Sometime later, the doctor found a flat rock near Eppley Springs with several symbols cut into it. With the help of some Mexican friends, the doctor was able to decipher enough of the symbols to determine that there had been 15 mule loads of gold and silver stored in a cave somewhere in the area. He never revealed to anyone, not even his wife, all that he deciphered from the symbols on the flat rock. The owner of the land on which Kirkpatrick had been searching now demanded the major portion of anything that was found, and since Dr. Kirkpatrick did not have a contract, he stopped searching for the other 2 copper boxes. Given up in disgust, Dr. Kirkpatrick died in 1904. His widow kept the rock with the carved symbols and took it with her when she moved to California. In 1932, another one of the copper boxes was found by a man named Hollenbeck. This was supposedly turned over to the University of Texas, but cannot be located today. In 1936, a series of mine tunnels or caves were found that are still known as the Girthy Caves. In late summer of that year, the Colorado River flooded, flooding these tunnels. Since then, extensive searching has been done for this, even as late as 1970, but the treasure cave is still undiscovered. It is believed to be somewhere near Exley Springs.